So we're going into the next round, right? And it looks like he is playing Toons. So we don't know either of these decks currently, but this is the semi-finals of the tournament, and we are seeing Toons. So Toon Table of Contents is searching Toon Mermaid. This is the content I like to see. So, the Toon World on the field, you can special summon Toon Mermaid from your hand, and I do think Toon Kingdom acts as Toon World, so you'll be able to special summon the Toon Mermaid. How bizarre. Now I remember this kind of play when I used, it was like way back when, right? When Brianna came out around that time, and you could play like water Toons, do like spam synchros. Very interesting time. So we are attributing both of these Toon Mermaids to summon Toon Red Eyes Black Dragon. And once per turn you can special summon one Toon monster from your hand, and he is special summoning Dark Magician, who is basically tour guide of the underworld. Right? Once per turn you can discard one Toon card and then activate one of these effects, special summon a Toon. He didn't have the discard, but he does have two powerful Toon monsters. This is pretty crazy. This is the extent of the play, but that's still amazing to see Toon summon two monsters. Toon Chaos isn't legal for this event per se, so we can't use the new Toons, but I'm sure we'll see Toon God at the next King of Games tournament, King of Goats, with Toons. So we are seeing Adamancipator currently. So Adamancipator is probably going to run over all of these Toons. Unless Toon Kingdom has another effect that I'm unaware of. When this card is activated, banish 3 cards from the top of your deck face down. This card's name becomes Toon World. While in the field zone, your opponent cannot target Toon monsters you control with card effects. If Toon monsters you would be destroyed by battle or by card effect, you can banish 1 card from the top of your deck face down for each of those Toons instead. That's not a once per turn effect? Wow. Pretty good. Pretty good card. That's pretty wild, huh? So you have to get rid of them with non-targeting effects? Am I insinuating that correctly? So Adamancipator doing Adamancipator things. I don't never see the jewels in the deck. Let's see how Adamancipator deals with Toons. It's a very weird sentence to say. So let's see. We are summoning this Researcher. Start the combos now. This is Wrap Tight. What is going to happen to the Toon player? What does Wrap Tight officially do? Wrap Tight effects activating. You can activate the top 5 cards of your deck. If you do, you can special summon one of those excavated rock type monsters from your graveyard. So we already used this one, right? So I think Doki Doki is probably the one. Oh no. I don't know Adamancipator, obviously, so. Doki Doki, isn't that like the tour guide? I don't know why you wouldn't want that, unless, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing in this deck, obviously. But it is a tuner, so I suppose that matters. Now we are going into Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. I don't think this is a standard Adamancipator play, right? I could be wrong. It's not usually a card I see on the end boards, though. A main deck red reboot. That's pretty interesting. Guess you're scared of trap players at that point, right? so Doki is on the field now. I guess it all worked out. Suppose you do want to link or synchro into another card so you can get the utilization of Doki. Or are you just gonna send it away for a link 4? Or synchro? Not a synchro, link 4. Apollosa. So Apollosa and Crystal Wing. What a weird thing to end on for Adamancipator. So it does have 4 negates. And so I don't see a way to get rid of the Toons, right? Because they're protected. You can't target the Toon cards. And if they're destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish a card on the top of your deck instead. And these cards can attack directly. And Dark Magician can discard a card to special one out of deck. He has a second effect here, right? Oh, or you can just add any Toon card you want, right? Fellow Trap. So the opponent's essentially on a 2-turn clock, because these can just attack directly on the following turn. That's so weird, right? So he has to do some sort of non-targeting sending. Like a Dingirsu effect or something similar to that. I'm assuming, right? If I'm reading everything correctly, these Toons are busted. That was quite an opening hand, huh? So, Block Dragon and Hulk are activating. That's not how the chain links work. Right? Supposed to summon Hulk first. Whatever. Essentially, you're just doing everything anyway. The Lion comes out. Gonna see some Auroradon plays. He hasn't even normaled yet. So we are using both of these monsters, all 3 of these monsters, to make Link 3 or 4? Oral Sword. That is very interesting. I suppose you can go for damage, I guess, right? That's one way around it. How much does Apollosa have currently? 32? So that's 800 damage. That's 600 damage, so that's 1400 right there. 100, that's 1500 for that. This can do 3000, so that's 4500. And then it can do an additional attack for 7500? Is that correct math? Plus he has 1000 more life points, so he's definitely staying in the game. And we're attacking over the bigger attack monster to get the more attack points, right? So we're using Toon Kingdom to get the Vanish off. Not an activated effect, I assume. Oh, you know what I didn't realize? The monster is permanently halved, right? Or is that not a thing? It gains attacking. Oh, no, it just... And if it does, the monster's current attack is halved. Okay, so it is halved. So I think that is enough to kill it. To kill him, rather. Gonna do another 3k to him, right? He's at 1250, so all the math's a lot more different than I thought. So another monster can essentially attack. Well, he's at 1250 to do 1750. I don't think you take 3k. $32 for Appaloosa, right? Yeah, for the Dark Magician attack. Oh no, Crystalline gains attack too. Wow, it's been forever since I've seen these cards. Alright, that makes sense. So Appaloosa is attacking with 3200 attack. It looks like he's still gonna survive? Oh no, Portal Sword does have an additional attack. But I don't think so. So, it was looking pretty decent for the Toon player, huh? I did not consider the monsters that could gain their own attack and just attack over everything. We're typing, we're seeing what's going on. Alright, so essentially he wins. Okay. Yeah, because we did read that. We read over Boral Sword and it permanently halves the monster for the rest of the battle phase, or the turn? One of the two. Until the end of this turn. Yeah. So Toons sadly loses. We do see us going into game 2 with Adamancipator choosing, not Adamancipator, Toons choosing if they're going to go first or second. And since we've seen the OTK with Adamancipator, right? If we do see a similar play to what the Toon player did, he's probably going to do it in defense mode. It's essentially probably a better idea to do so, in case you do get lightning stormed or any case like that. You're saving cards from being banished. So we'll see. So the Toon player is going first. He is starting with setting one card face down. And we have 2 cards face down, which is very good for the Eldritch player. As we saw what he could do earlier, obviously we could potentially see an OTK this turn, assuming there's nothing relevant on the field. So Foolish is potentially resolving, the opponent's not really saying anything. Keep going, yep, so you get to resolve the effects. Seeing a bunch of rock monsters summon, right? For Seeker, we have Researcher and Kawaki Mirror Guardian. Kawaki Mirror Guardian is one of those really old cards, huh? You haven't seen it in a while, and they just pop up into circulation again. The last time I physically touched a Kawaki Mirror Guardian was probably like 2011. So it's pretty interesting. We're hoping one of these face down cards is like a Mirror Force or something, right? Some sort of card to stop attacks. But we can only hope, right? We want to see what is going on. Just get Raptide again. Raptide's going to activate the top 5 and special summon one of them in defense position. So I think we're going to see a very similar play where the Adamancipator is going to a TK. As you wonder how the other duel's going, they're also not in voice chat, and nobody has reported any wins currently. We're still going strong. Now we're seeing the big blue boy, the Risen Dragite, and Doki Doki's effect is activating. Pretty much right here, all you do is Oral Sword and attack, attack, attack. But obviously you want to do more of your plays, go in combos. Obviously you can make more cards, Crystal Wing and all that stuff, but Adamancipator has so many resources, not even funny. You see Boral Sword, so that's what he's opting to do. Boral's in the extra monster zone. And are we just going to go straight into battle phase from here? For 9,000 damage? Can we still use Block Dragon? You're using Dragite currently. And which is Dragite? So we got 3 monsters, right? So Dragite can bounce. Wow. So you bounce the face downs, even if they are battle traps, right? And you just go for game from here. So we saw an amazing turn 1 from the Toon player of game 1. But sadly we get the 2 face downs that are bounced for a OTK from Adamancipator. So a little sad. Alrighty. This game right here. But we're playing to win, right? So if you want to win, obviously you're going to play the best deck. We do see a lot of rogue in these tournaments. Obviously the King of Games, King of Goats, I'm always going to say that. The King of Goats tournaments had a lot of rogue. We had 2 Orcust in the top cut, 2 Cyber Dragon, 1 Guru, 1 Salamangrate, 1 Generator. I think that's 7. I don't remember the last deck. I think it was Eldritch. So that is GG. We sadly don't get to see the full potential of Toons. That's fine though. We're going to go report the win. Right here. And that's about it. So Toons lose, Adamancipators win. Thank you for watching.